boxing fans, I'm Smitty. Welcome to InThisCornerTV.com. We're at the now pretty much empty MGM Grand in Las Vegas, but it was rock and roll here earlier tonight. Over 16,000 in attendance to watch Manny Pacquiao do what he does best, fight and win. In this case, he wins his 7th world title, defeating Miguel Cotto of Puerto Rico. In truth, after the first 3 or 4 rounds, this fight was no contest. I gave Miguel Cotto round number 1. Manny won round number 2, scored a knockdown in rounds 3 and 4, and then pretty much just kicked it up a notch or two and almost chased Miguel Cotto out of the ring. He finally got him out of there in the 12th and final round. Cotto showed, as he always does, a lot of heart and determination, but just not the skill to deal with this dynamite Filipino. After the fight, we congratulated the 7-time champion and had a chat with his great trainer, Freddie Roach.
Yes.
Tell us about your performance.
Good, very good, and then amazing blessing that he gave it to me from God.
With not Coach Roach, it's Master Roach, and another masterful performance by your pupil tonight. Your thoughts on Manny's performance against Cotto?
It was great. I mean, the first couple rounds didn't go quite the way we planned, but Manny had wanted to test his power and see how really strong he really was, and he laid in the ropes and kind of fought Cotto's fight a little bit. But once we got back on track and got the game plan going, it was a masterpiece for Pacquiao again. And then by the 9th round, the fight was about over, and it was just a matter of time from that point on.
Was this one of the toughest fights of your career?
One of the toughest fights in my boxing career.
We personally have seen the work over the last 4 or 5 years, the first time we actually sat down with Manny and we did that in-ring segment. I said to my producer, John Hyatt, we're going to have to do a new in-ring segment because he's not the fighter that he was 4 or 5. His arsenal is so much better.
Yeah, he's become a complete fighter now. He has 2 hands, he has a little more defense. And, I told him the only time you're going to get hit with this fight is when you stand flat-footed in front of this guy. And that's the only time you get hit. And I said, Manny, get back on your toes. And he's in and out motion and box this guy. And, so.
Did Cotto ever hurt him?
I think one time in the 3rd round coming off the ropes, Manny got hit a good left hook. I don't think he hurt him. I think he got his attention, though. It woke Manny up a little bit. And I said, Manny, see, you can't get caught playing like that. So, because he will, he does play sometimes with people, and I think he was just testing Cotto's power a little bit and trying to, show that he was the better puncher because, Cotto's camp kept saying how much they were the stronger guy, but Manny wanted to prove he was.
I mentioned tonight to somebody that Sugar Ray Leonard and some of the Tommy Hearns and certain guys that Arguello comes to mind, they were great. They got great and they stayed great. Manny seems to just keep improving. Now, is he at his peak right now?
I think he's at his peak right now, but we're not really inventing the wheel or anything new. But the thing is, what we're doing is we're taking the game plan and holding the game plan and working it out for most of the fight. We get a little off track tonight because we wanted to see what Cotto's power was about. And wanted to prove that he was a stronger guy. But once he got back to the original game plan, it worked so well for him. And the thing is, he knows how to hold the game plan now. He's very mature, and he at one time he'd just go in there kind of recklessly, looking wildly at a knockout. I told him, don't give Cotto that opportunity because he might get lucky with that left hook, and don't let luck doesn't happen in boxing at this level.
It's been a tough personal year for you with some things, the loss of a brother, a tough training camp in terms of, all the traveling in the Philippines and the tragedy that took place there. You need some time off, but unfortunately with all these guys, or fortunately with all the guys you're working with, you're not going to get it. But when we next talk about Manny Pacquiao, I hope, and I know you hope deep down, that we're talking about a fight with Floyd Mayweather.
Of course. I mean, that's the word the world wants to see, that fight. And I think, Floyd, he's very good at what he does, but the world wants to see him shut up for finally. I know that. I mean, people people watch Floyd Mayweather to see him get beat because his character, he knows how to sell tickets, man. And Manny Pacquiao does sell tickets, so it'd be the biggest pay-per-view event of all time.
And are you already, are the wheels turning about that fight? Are you already thinking about strategy on that one?
I know how to fight him. Yes, I do.
All right, listen, great performance by your pupil. Always a great performance in the corner and in training by you. Look forward to seeing you in the new year. Have a great holiday.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
But one of the great things about this fight is not only the result for Manny Pacquiao and all of the Philippines, but for the sport of boxing. What makes this sport so great are the fights that have to happen. Ali Frazier, Hearns and Leonard, Duran and Leonard, Mike Tyson, and, of course, Evander Holyfield. All fights that had to happen, and they did happen. Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather Jr. has to happen. It's simply the two best fighters on the planet. Floyd is unbeaten. Manny's on fire. It should be a 50-50 split, and we need to make this fight happen the next time we're talking about Floyd Mayweather Jr. or Manny Pacquiao. For InThisCornerTV.com, I'm Smitty.